Elon Musk and Tesla finally revealed this insane new 4680 battery for 2022. Welcome to TechnoUniverse. Let's get started. At its pilot factory in California, Tesla has announced that it has completed the production of 1 million of its next-generation 4680 lithium-ion battery cells. Tesla is scheduled to begin sales of its new Model Y, which will be outfitted with its 4680 cell and structural battery pack shortly after the announcement. Tesla introduced its new 4680 battery cell in 2020, a new cylindrical cell in a substantially larger shape that, according to the firm, provides 6 times the power and 5 times the energy capacity, while also lowering the cost by a significant margin. Because of the unveiling, Tesla has been building the 4680 cells at a pilot production facility in Fremont and ramping up large-scale production at other factories, including the Gigafactory Texas and the Gigafactory Berlin since then. Despite the fact that Tesla is referring to the facility as a pilot factory, the company had previously stated that it hoped to create 10 GWh of battery cells at the facility, which would be more than many other full-scale battery cell factories. In a statement last month, Tesla's Senior Vice President of Engineering, Drew Baglino, stated that the company was making significant progress in ramping up production at the pilot plant, but he did not specify the plant's output capacity. Since then, Tesla has reported that it has produced its 1 millionth 4680 cell at its Cato Road factory, which began production in January. It's not quite obvious from the language, but it appears like Tesla has manufactured 1 million 4680 cells as of January. The current production rate, however, is the most important metric to know what kind of vehicle production Tesla can achieve with the capacity provided by the pilot plant. Unfortunately, this does not provide us with much information. According to the estimated 1,000 cells per car, 1 million cells will be sufficient to create around 1,000 Model Y vehicles in the Gigafactory Texas. If Tesla can make 100,000 4680 cells per week, it would enable the production of 100 Model Y vehicles each week, which would be a promising start as the 4680 cell production ramps up simultaneously with Model Y production at the new factory. However, this is not a realistic expectation at this time. According to Baglino, Tesla does not expect 4680 cells to be a barrier for the Model Y production ramp at the Gigafactory Texas. And the firm is making progress in installing greater-scale 4680 cell manufacturing at the new facility. Now let's summarize all we know about the battery thus far. In comparison to the previous Tesla 21700 cells, the new Tesla cell is significantly larger and it can create 6 times as much power while also having around 5 times the energy capacity. A larger form factor and the design of a table have been incorporated into the most recent 4680 cells in the development process. Is Elon Musk's Tesla 4680 battery putting the company back into production hell? Tesla 4680 lithium-ion battery. The cylindrical shape of this 4680 battery, 46mm by 80mm, indicates that it is a Li-ion battery. While it is compared to 21700 sizes and 18650 as a standard cell, it is also enormous in terms of height and diameter, which are both significant. It is also on the verge of displacing the 21700 battery, which is already in use in the Tesla electric vehicle. The new battery is also a type that would be well known for its rechargeable and high current drain devices, as well as for its better degree of capabilities, such as a longer charge cycle and a higher energy density. The most recent 4680 battery specifications include information on the voltage, capacity, charge-discharge cycle, output current, and output voltage, among other things. It falls into this category of generalizations. Because the charge and discharge cycle varies and is dependent on the 4680 batteries, the battery has a greater capacity overall. Specification: Tesla's latest 4680 battery is primarily composed of lithium-ion cells. The dimensions are 46 by 80 millimeters and the voltage of the battery is 3.7 volts. The voltage range for operation is 2.5 to 4.2 volts. The cut-off voltage is now between 2 to 2.5 volts. This lithium battery is under 150 grams in weight. The charge-discharge cycle ranges from 1,000 to 2,000 cycles, with the number of cycles varying primarily depending on the style of charging. The battery is capable of discharging at the rate of 20 to 35 amps. Tesla 4680 cells require 2.5 hours to 3.5 hours per cell to complete depending on the model. Charging is accomplished through the use of CC and CV. The charging voltage ranges from 4.2 volts to 5 volts with a maximum of 5 volts per cell. Self-discharge of the battery occurs at the rate of 6 to 10% every month. We have observed that the 2170 cells that are now being created have a maximum capacity of 5600 mAh, and the engineering analyst has discovered that the 4680 Tesla cells have a maximum capacity of 90,000 mAh. The 4680 battery has the following advantages. Factors that are required. Tesla incorporates such practices as purchasing cells with unique chemistry from suppliers, as well as several horizon issues in its business model. Tesla intends to grow at the rate of 40 to 50% each year indefinitely. According to Tesla, there is a discrepancy between the output constraints of battery cell suppliers and the company's internal desire for obtaining such automobile and energy storage business. Teams have begun to work feverishly on new technical solutions for improvements in the battery cell format in order to resolve these problems. This is referred to as the form factor. Cell volume has increased in proportion to the length and diameter of the cell as it has progressed through the stages of development. According to reports, the larger jelly roll packs are more active with battery material, have a 5 times increase in capacity, and have a 6 times rise in power. They also have a 5 times increase in capacity and power. This time, the new form factor can provide a 60% improvement in the available range on its own. As a table with 4680 cells, it significantly improves the battery's performance. You really have a lower route length in a huge table cell than you do in a smaller cell with tabs, Musk explained. Twitter handle at JPR007 Battery Tesla 4680 description. Rather than rely on stats, this wonderfully machined mock-up by @BellSabo11 illustrates the enormous increase in volume for the 4680 battery as compared to the long-term industry standard battery design. Chemistry for the professions. Tesla is employing silicone in this new battery, but the element's physical qualities make it a bit difficult to work with, according to Musk. The issue with silicone is that it grows 4 times when charged with lithium, he explained. Because silicone is the second most plentiful element in the Earth's crust after oxygen, it is a lower cost and easier to obtain commodity as sand is composed primarily of silicon dioxide. To think that Tesla began with the law of silicon is outstanding. Tesla is developing novel chemistry to cut the cost of silicone, according to Baglino, who stated, stabilize the surface with an elastic ion conducting polymer, together with an elastic ion conducting polymer covering that is applied in a scalable manner. Production of cathodes. Tesla's most recent high-nickel cathodes fully eliminate the necessity for cobalt in their operation. We can say that cobalt is an excellent cathode anchor, but there are several qualifiers to this statement. Using a high-nickel cathode, the cost of the cathode can be reduced by 15% when measured in terms of cost per kilowatt-hour. It is an excellent strategy for Tesla because the battery can be recycled multiple times. Characteristics of the thermosphere. As a result of the greater form factor of the Tesla 4680 battery manufacture, it is designed for tables. The removal of the tabs reduces internal resistance in the cell, which has resulted in the accumulation of extra components as a result of the increased internal resistance generating greater heat. The removal of the tab completely eliminates all of the thermal issues. As previously observed, larger sales tabs have a history of becoming stuck on occasion. Nevertheless, the new cell defies all expectations by charging nearly as quickly as the smaller cell while also incorporating all of the advantages of a larger cell into the table. Numerous critics believe that the technology may be facing a battle to keep up with the latest developments. As the supply chain situation continues to deteriorate throughout the world, automakers are finding it increasingly difficult to obtain raw materials. Thanks for watching this video. Please make sure to hit like and subscribe to this channel for more interesting content.